Yeah, yes. Yeah. No frozen hoses tonight.
We've had some bad car wrecks lately, not in town, but those Lake County alerts that we get that.
Yep.
Just reading about that guy that was friends of, lived behind Austin Steakhouse. Did you see that?
No. Yeah.
Died in a car accident.
Yeah. All right. Well, I see that it is 7:02, and I see that we have a whole bunch of smiling faces sitting at home in their nice, warm homes. So I will call the meeting of the Village of Beach Park Village Board to order. This is the regular meeting of January 14th. And I will ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Trustee Gust.
Aye.
Trustee Jensen.
Right here.
Trustee Miller. Here. Trustee Otterson.
Here.
Trustee Siddig.
Here.
Trustee Wells.
Here.
Attorney Ferrolo.
Here.
Mayor Hucker.
Here.
And Clerk McDonald is present.
All right. Well, I would ask you to all please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
Allegiance
to the flag
to the flag of the United States of America,
United States of America,
for which it
to the
stands,
republic for
one
which it
nation,
stands, one nation,
indivisible,
under God,
with liberty and justice for all.
liberty,
Justice
for
for all.
All right. We have our first of two opportunities for public comment. This is reserved for public comment on any of the agenda items. If there's anyone from the public who would wish to address the board regarding any agenda items, please speak up now. Give us your name and state your case. We will have a second opportunity for any and all comments towards the end of the agenda. Is there anyone that would like to address the board at this time? All right, moving on. We have next our consent agenda. The consent agenda for this meeting includes the following: approval of the regular board meeting minutes from December 10th, 2020, approval of the village board special meeting minutes of December 17th, 2020, the finance report from November of 20, public safety report from November of 20, and bills presented for payment in the amount of $413,218.95. I would first ask if there's anything that any of the board members would wish to have considered separately.
Mr. Mayor, I just have a quick comment
Sure.
on the consent agenda and the meeting minutes from December. I just wanted to make note that prior to my technical difficulties that I had that evening, I was actually present all the way through, pretty close to the end of your report.
Yes.
Okay, and the minutes do not reflect that. And at that time, I was unable to get back in and call back in for that meeting for those technical difficulties. So I do apologize about that.
And that was the meeting of the 10th?
That was, yes, December.
Oh,
Just the regular meeting of December 10th, yes. Okay.
Correct.
We'll have the clerk amend the minutes to show,
Says that you.
well, it says that Trustee Siddick was only present up to the vote for the consent agenda. So that is noted in the roll.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
didn't have technical difficulties till like the very tail end of your agenda. And now I have a new phone, everything's good. So I apologize about that.
No worries. Okay. Well, I did not hear anyone asking for anything to be considered separately. So do we have a motion to approve?
Motion by Trustee Gust,
Second by Miller.
A motion by trustee Gus and a second by trustee Miller, I believe is what I heard. Any discussion on consent agenda items? All right, would the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Gust,
Aye.
trustee Jensen,
Aye.
trustee Miller. Aye. Trustee Addison,
Aye.
trustee Sidik,
Aye.
trustee Wells.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Next item we have is under the mayor's report is a ordinance amending chapter 5.16 of Title 5 of the Beach Park, Illinois Village Code by modifying the number of liquor licenses. You'll see in your packet that we have a request to issue license for the well, excuse me. We have a request to issue license for the gas station at the corner of York House and Sheridan. First step to doing that is to make a license available. We have an application in hand. Application has passed muster and met all of our requirements. So prior to issuing that, we must add a license for the classification, which is the mini mart gas station. So with that said, would like to have a motion to approve that ordinance as it's presented.
So moved.
Come on, Richard.
We have a motion by trustee Miller, I think, and
I'll second.
Gus.
second by trustee Gust. Okay. Any discussion on this ordinance? All right, they have been making some improvements over there and this does give us an opportunity to have that code compliance conversation with the business to make sure that we basically got everything in a row. So I would ask the clerk, what would the ordinance number be?
Number 1.
Number 1. I have to ask that just to be sure. I know it's our first meeting of 2021, but I somehow feel the need to bring that forward. All right, hearing no discussion, let's have a roll call, please.
Trustee Jensen,
Aye.
trustee Miller. Aye. Trustee Addison,
Aye.
trustee Sidik,
Abstain.
trustee Wells,
Abstain.
and trustee Gust.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. We'll then move on to trustee reports. First up, we have trustee Jensen, Finance Committee.
Thank you, Mayor. We had intended to have an item on the agenda tonight, which, as you know, was pulled due to interference by our council. But we'll take that up at next week's Finance Committee, and hopefully we'll be able to bring that back to the board for action. This was our effort to provide some reasonable relief to our food and beverage industry businesses in town who've suffered from all of our governor's edicts. And so we will discuss that next Wednesday at 6, which is our Finance Committee meeting. That's all I have tonight.
Very good, thank you. Next up, we have Parks and Recreation Committee. We haven't had a whole lot of parks or recreation this year. Richard, what have you got for us?
Nothing, just staying around the house building snowmen when it snows. So, other than that, I tell you, it's quite quiet. But we got to look forward for better days to come, God willing.
Yeah, well, we still have a chance for an Easter egg hunt. We didn't have one last year, so maybe we should have twice as many eggs if we actually get the go ahead. So.
And I just got my St. Patty's Day uniform already, so I'm ready
that's
to go
right.
if it happens.
St. Patty's Day. Well, you're going to get dressed up no matter what, right?
Oh, probably will.
Yep.
I'll go around agitating, talking to people and trying to make friends. So hopefully it'll be a good one we can do her.
Excellent. Excellent.
And that's it for me.
Okay.
Okay, Mark, behave yourself.
Moving on to trustee Wells, Planning, Building and Zoning Committee.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have no report.
All right, thank you. Next up, we've got Public Relations and Intergovernmental Committee, Trustee Miller.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just like to remind everybody who's listening or watching or both that the website AllVax, the Lake County Health website, is robustly up and running, and more than 175,000 people are now registered to get their place in line and get their appointments scheduled when the vaccine becomes available. If you go on and look at the website, you will see that you can register not only yourself, but someone else who may not have access to a computer. You're going to enter some basic health information, answer a few simple questions related to health issues. And then the goal is people will receive an email when they become eligible. So like when their number comes to the top, then they will be notified that they can schedule an appointment for a vaccine. And we have got it updated on our website. In the scroll of the website, this is the third item in the order. And you can just click on that and go in and read all about it. It'll take you directly to the home page of the AllVax Lake County website. And just one little correction I'd like to note, the Finance Committee meeting is actually on the 27th, not next week.
Oh, rats.
Yeah, Brad.
I have to wait another week.
We don't want Don to show up and be all alone. So, okay, that's all I have. Thank you.
Used to be lonely when you showed up at a committee meeting and you were the only one sitting in the room. When you're the only one sitting on a Zoom call, it's really lonely.
Yeah, that sounds.
And I've done that too. All right. Next up, Public Safety Committee, Trustee Siddick.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I've got a couple of things. I got a question for our administrator, and this will be regarding the recent bill that the state had put forward about defund the police. How would that affect our community? I'm sure the residents have a lot of questions about this. Does our administrator have any sort of update on this?
The only update I have at this time is the bill had passed, but it's still not signed by the governor, and that includes
Correct.
that includes some changes to police licensing, police reform regarding collective bargaining. It was quite an extensive bill, but a lot of the things that were originally included did not get included. I'm still sorting through the information that the Illinois Municipal League put out. Tomorrow I'll send that to all of you so you can also read all the information they have in there. But I haven't found anything yet that is going to impact the village specifically with respect to funding or anything. I don't know if Lieutenant Cavelli has any additional comments from the sheriff's office perspective, but you know, the one thing that came out of the bill was cash bail was eliminated. So that, you know, could impact our residents who have the need for cash bail or cash bond, but it doesn't directly impact the village. So I'll keep sorting through that and see what happens if things go forward, and I'll send out that information to everyone tomorrow then.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you very much. And if you can just keep us informed on that, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. And is the sheriff's office with us tonight?
Lieutenant Cavelli is on the line, yes.
Okay. Does he have an update on that horrible incident that happened on Wadsworth Road not that long ago? Do we have somebody in custody as of yet?
Trustee Siddig, yes, we do. So our sheriff's detectives have been working very diligently around the clock, investigating this heinous crime, and they identified a subject very quickly due to some physical evidence that was collected and examined forensically. They obtained an arrest warrant for this individual. He's a Waukegan resident. They obtained that arrest warrant on Tuesday. They served the arrest warrant yesterday at the individual's residence. They also conducted a search warrant at that individual's home. So he is in custody. He's being held on $5 million bond on 2 counts of first-degree murder. So we're very thankful that we were able to bring somebody to justice in that case. There are still some loose ends that are being tied up in the investigation. So if you have questions, I will do my best to answer them. There are some things I can't go into great detail regarding, especially with a criminal prosecution in front of us.
Right. Yes. Thank you. And I do understand that, yes, this is an ongoing investigation. So, I just appreciate you guys doing your job. And obviously this was an isolated type of incident. So I appreciate your hard work.
Thanks, Trustee
Yeah,
Sid. Yes, I will absolutely pass that along to our investigations division. It was when you have a husband and wife violently murdered like that and a quiet area, it's, certainly shocking for all the residents, as you know, and I'm sure from the phone calls that you and the mayor and the board received.
Right. Yep. My heart goes out to the family. That's for sure. So thank you very much for the update. Really appreciate that.
Lieutenant,
And
oops.
Go ahead.
Is there going to be a press release?
Yes, we did issue a press release that we pushed out yesterday. So there has been some local media coverage. I know that the local newspapers did pick it up today, and there was a story that ran on WBBM as well.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, it appeared in the local paper, and I was shocked at this guy's record. I'm disappointed at our justice system for he had a 6-year sentence. He got out in 3 last March, according to the paper, for a carjacking where an individual was shot. He has a list of other car theft convictions prior to that. This guy's not a solid citizen. I hope he stays put away for a long time. And thank you much for your service, and please pass our appreciation. I'm sure our residents are going to sleep a little easier tonight.
right. Yep. Thank you. Thank you very much. And do we have our Chief Stahl with us tonight?
Chief Stahl is in the audience.
Okay. Does Chief Stahl have anything he would like to let us know, let the residents know? Any updates?
No, he's shaking his head. No updates at this time.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. Thank you all very much. And that ends my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to Public Works, Trustee Otterson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Before I highlight, excuse me, the one item on the agenda, for anyone, Regina, this made me think what your last question, if that press release was shared through the Lake County Sheriff's Facebook page, but if you don't do Facebook, and I don't know, I thought everybody was aware, but the Sheriff's Department now does have an app that you can load on your phone. Just go to the App Store, either through Apple or Google Play Store, and look for Sheriff Lake County, and you can download that app, and it puts the little icon right on your screen, and it will push all the notifications for road closures and serious accidents and investigations and arrest warrants and press releases. You can choose which things you want to come to your phone and make a little ring-a-ding and see what that is. So if you're interested, you should look that app up.
Yeah, thanks, Mark, for bringing that up. And I know we have information about that on our website too, direct information on the homepage.
Because I got that notice yesterday on the phone, and then I saw it on Facebook also. So. All right, now the Public Works related thing. We have one item. We at a recent Public Works Committee meeting, we discussed a request for vacating a portion of an unimproved right-of-way on Emmanuel Avenue. And that would be between 12-424 and 12-454 Wadsworth Road. The committee did recommend approval of this vacation. It's an unimproved right-of-way, like I said, and the homeowner on either side were both interested, so they're splitting it down the middle. So I would make a motion to approve an ordinance to vacate a portion of unimproved Emmanuel Avenue between 12-424 and 12-454 Wadsworth Road pending the payment of $9,887.22 by each of the homeowners.
I will second that motion.
We have a motion by trustee Addison, second by trustee Gust. Discussion. I would point out that this is, first of all, I didn't really know where Emmanuel Avenue was.
I didn't either. It's very unimproved and
Yep,
under-discussed.
it may extend north from that point. Does it? It probably does.
Because,
It does.
yeah, north it does, but south is the
The airport.
airports,
Yep.
right? It only
And
goes
it
north.
doesn't go south of the airport. So
Right.
for anyone wondering where Emmanuel Avenue is, this is the first right-of-way in the village east of Green Bay Road going north. So it's looks like a couple of driveways right now, and that's what it's going to continue to be. So,
Yeah.
all right. Any other discussion on the motion?
Yep, just glad to make better use of the land.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to take a leap, Mary Jo, and assume that this would then be ordinance number 2.
Yes. you are
Okay,
correct.
good. Okay, I'm doing good. I'm on it now.
It is a new year.
Oh,
Don't count on it lasting. Would you please call the roll?
Trustee Miller,
Aye.
trustee Addison,
Aye.
trustee Siddick,
aye.
trustee Wells. Trustee Wells,
Aye.
trustee Gust,
Aye.
trustee Jensen.
All right.
Motion carries.
And that was all for the public works report. Thank you.
Okay. The snow plowing has been phenomenal this year, I might add. It's almost like it hasn't that much.
Yeah, that's right. They did have, what was it? 3 events actually, right? That you guys responded to over the one weekend?
Yeah.
Correct. We had 3.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I would be fine with 3 being
The
the
year.
total. But I have a
Right.
feeling we may need to do a little salting tomorrow, but it looks like it's going to rain most of the night and we might get half an inch of slush in the morning. So.
Perfect. Perfect. All right.
Let's hope all it is.
I have nothing to report on behalf of the TIF committee. So we'll move on to staff reports where I don't see any agenda items. Is there anything staff wants to report on?
No, Mr. Mayor, they have nothing to report.
All right. We have no old or new business that I'm aware of. Is there any other new business to come before the board tonight?
Yeah, I just have a quick question for administrator. Mark, do we have any information yet about when we will get 2020 census results?
No, I don't know specifically, but I can find out and get back to you. But I think they did publish some preliminary stuff, from my recollection. But I'll get that information. I don't know off the top of my head.
I've heard all the counting has been moved to Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, and
Let's not go there. Sorry, I asked.
Sorry, I asked. All right. Well, then we'll move on to item 9, which is citizens wishing to address the board. Again, this would be for any citizen on any topic. All we ask you that you would do is unmute yourself and give us your name and state your case.
I don't hear any unmuting.
I don't see any meeting, and there's really.
Mr. Mayor, I did have one quick question under new business.
Okay.
It's not too late. I just had a quick question for our administrator. In Lions Woods, is the culling of the deer still taking place, or is that over with now?
It's going to go on for a while. I have not heard that it's ended yet or been.
No, it goes till March.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
schedule was.
March.
Yeah, the schedule is till March, but they said they would end it early if they reached their numbers, but I've not heard anything. So I'll follow up with that and get back to you too.
Oh, those poor little Bambies. Oh, breaks my heart. All right, thank you.
All right. Hearing no citizens wishing to address the board, we have no cause tonight for an executive session. And thus we are to that place where Trustee
Mayor,
Johnson usually
Mayor,
says,
it'd be my honor to offer a motion to adjourn.
I have a motion by Trustee Jensen to adjourn. Do we have a second?
Second
Second
by
by
Sig.
trustee Gus.
Gust and Siddick and I think Miller and
about
everybody
Mark?
else
Mark?
seconded that. So we'll ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Trustee Gust,
Aye.
trustee Jensen,
Aye.
trustee Miller,
Aye.
trustee Otterson,
Aye.
trustee Siddick,
Aye.
trustee Wells.
Aye.
Happy
All
New Year
right.
to everybody.
Happy New Year. Welcome
Yeah,
and welcome
Happy
to the
New Year.
new year.
And a better year.
Yeah.
Wash your
Thank
hands,
you
stay
very
safe,
much,
wear your
ladies and
mask.
gentlemen, and I miss
Good night, everyone.
everybody.
Good
Got
night.
it.
Thanks, everybody. Stay well.
I miss Don's
Okay,
ribs.
you too.
Bye, chief. Take it easy.